Hello everyone and welcome to our aespa next level reaction. Before we dive into aespa, I have a little announcement to make. We've dropped our first merchandise line collection thing. So in celebration of our 5th year anniversary on YouTube, I wanted to put a check off on the next milestone and create a small merchandise collection for our viewers. This collection is only available for a limited amount of time. I will put all the details about the shop and the closing date and the shipping information in the description below. I worked super hard for the past few months trying to pick out clothes that would be super comfy. Like, this is like legit super fuzzy. Do you see? It's super soft. So while they are still available, please head on down to our shop. Hope you enjoy our reaction.
Hi, I'm Sean, React at the K's channel arranger and host of Classical Composer Breaks Down the K.
Hi everyone, my name is Umu and I run the Classical and Jazz Musicians React series. Welcome to our first aespa reaction on the channel. Sadly, when Black Mamba came out, I think the majority of us were on hiatus. And also there's like a vetting process that we run songs through to appear on that Classical and Jazz Musicians React series. I'll put more information about that in the description. So welcome! Let's go! Both of us have heard Black Mamba many times and the 10-minute thing.
So SM Culture Universe, episode 1 of Black Mamba.
That. We are super ready. I've been tweeted many times about this song. Let's go.
We are also aware that it is a modified remake of an existing song. We have not heard that song yet. So we're first going to experience this just as it is without that context.
3, 2, Mamba.
Ooh, it's a nice sound.
Wow.
Okay. Bass from the teaser.
Oh. A lot of EQ editing on that bass.
Okay, finally getting aespa rapping. Karina first, interestingly. Like, they've withheld any, like... Oh, okay, Kwangya already.
Ooh. Nice vocal growl. No high end at all yet. Oh, just kidding. There's higher percussion. So I guess we'd call this the chorus.
Now, is this... I thought we were going into the chorus, but... I mean, it has this title, but...
This is definitely the chorus. It's the catchiest part. Transition section.
Oh, chromatic cassette.
Verse 2.
Oh, novice, okay. I assume they're in the Kwangya now because this place looks really weird. Or no, I guess the eyes would be in the Kwangya.
A new section musically. Another new section. We're in the middle of the song. Call this a middle 8 maybe?
Pardon?
Middle 8.
Oh.
We changed tempos.
Okay.
We changed tempos. We changed the song.
New
this is a
swung
different
section?
song. We're gone. We're somewhere else. What is happening?
Oh, okay, and switching to I Ning Ning. Okay, Cosmo is a new term. Oh yeah, Pulse's Port of Soul. That's established in the video. I just realized that is a little bit like the in resonance. It's not the same notes, but it's that same sort of abruptly high sung ooh.
Chorus. 2, and the song's almost done.
I think, what? Unless this was, wait, did it start with a chorus?
Maybe.
Ooh, that's a nice set. Wait, let's see whether there are any other scenes. Just the logo. Okay. So that had quite a surprise in it.
No wonder I got like 100 tweets saying, "What's the form?" It's like a palindrome almost.
No, a palindrome would be something that's same front and back.
Yes, because if we started with the chorus,
I think
but we didn't get the chorus twice at the end. I think it might have been intro and then palindrome.
Going into the last chorus, there is the
which they had
which
right
seems
before
to be
going into
which I
this
think is the
long section.
pre-chorus.
No, because that didn't appear before the first chorus.
There are a decent number, I feel like, of songs where that start with the chorus, and that there's not a pre-chorus before that.
No. We had the chorus 3 times. Start with chorus, verse, chorus.
I thought it was chorus,
is a verse swung section,
verse, and then I might hit the notes,
Is it verse
and
and
then
then chorus?
I think it's and then.
We're gonna jump through the song, we're gonna figure out the form, and then we'll listen to the Hobbs and Shaw Fast and Furious song.
Okay.
And make comparisons. So instrumental intro, just introducing the bass line.
Yeah, I think this just would count as introduction.
So we start with the chorus.
Yep. Yeah, because it was fairly sparse, I just assumed it was the verse.
But I don't remember these lyrics being part of the chorus.
The chickada, chickada,
Yeah, it
chickada.
did happen. Maybe it's just an altered version of the chorus.
Yeah, they might change up the lyrics just so they can fit more text in.
Yeah, so then we go straight into Okay. What do
Okay,
you think is the pre-chorus? I
I
think
thought
it's post-chorus.
Okay.
Maybe.
But doesn't it happen before the last? Oh, okay, maybe we're back on your palindrome idea. Okay. So we had chorus, ooh. I'm on the next level. We have ooh. Well, we'll take off the section names for now.
Okay. Now 53.
Now we're back to a chorus.
Next level. Okay. And then la 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 la, which is transition into the bridge, right?
Ish, or the swung section.
No verse.
So like the it's kind of acting as a post-chorus, although I think it only happens this
Once,
time.
yeah. So it might be
it's
just transition section. We can mark it just as a plain transition section.
Yeah.
So next level, ooh.
Next level, transition.
La 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 la's.
Yeah.
Verse.
Yeah. Wait. Okay.
Although
just a moment.
the rap rhythm and the way that they're doing inflections with the chorus is da, da da. Da 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 da, which is the same exact as the verse.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
can the verse be also the chorus?
Okay.
It's the same!
I see the new Evo.
Yeah.
That looks a lot like New Ye B.O.
What?
New Ye B.O. na 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 na. FX.
Okay.
2010, one of their first comebacks. I feel like it's a pun between New Ye B.O. by FX and Evo, like New Evolution.
We can call this a verse because the lyrics are different than the chorus. Still verse.
Yeah, and there's noise from
So,
the one opening the portal.
3, 2, 1.
Watch me while I work it out. Watch me while I make
What
it
would this
out.
be?
Watch me while
Maybe another transition section when
Maybe.
the bass comes in for the 1, flat 2, 1, the Phrygian bass, brassish bass. 144 is when we go into the swung section. Oh, not
Nope.
yet. What?
Oh,
Bridge. We could call this.
yeah,
maybe
this
the start
does,
of the bridge.
actually, yeah. This sounds exactly like, this is very SM Bridge, actually.
Yeah. Or even pre-chorus. This is also
Yeah,
SM pre-chorus.
yeah, that's true.
beat drop. Novice calling. 절대로 뒤를 돌아보지 마라. 광야의 곁에 내지 마라.
They literally musically take us into
The Kwang, yeah. I really like how fluidly they have them like switching into the I versions. Like, it's a really nice visual transition.
Okay, and then we go straight into 253-2-1. Into the Uyu.
Okay, the Uyu.
Which happened after the first chorus, but it's now happening before the final chorus.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, you're right. This is more palindromic. This doesn't, I mean, I guess okay.
And the chorus is just very long.
Okay, so form we have,
Intro bass.
intro,
Next
I'm on the next level, which I think, Uyu.
Yeah,
Yep.
ooh.
Chorus.
Next level.
Transition,
La La La's. And then a bunch of stuff
and
that
then
never repeats.
kind of a verse, but it sounds a lot like the chorus.
Yes.
Um,
Then a bunch of stuff that never repeats.
and then, yeah, there's the singing feature that's still in the original like tempo and rhythmic feel. And then there's the swung section. And then there's Uyu.
And then there's final chorus.
Final chorus. Yeah, if it were fully palindromic, there would have been another chorus before, like after the big middle section and before that Uyu. So it would be,
right.
I mean, I don't think that would have been the right idea. Like, I'm glad they didn't do that because that would have been too much chorus. So I'm not saying they should have done that, but like that would have been fully like just all about palindrome, at least in terms of sections, if you just count sort of that middle as just one big section. Like it doesn't, the sections, the subsections in that of the la la la, the sort of verse on chorus bass, sung bit, swung bit, like those don't have palindromic structure. Yeah, that's
Pretty dope. For me, this is definitely ear candy. Like first listen, this is really awesome to listen to. It is doing things that not other songs are doing, but re-listening, I'm not really getting any energy from this.
I do feel like the chorus, it would have benefited from a better chorus. Like the chorus is kind of too sparse.
It is very, yeah.
Like
we don't
it's
have,
too much just
a lot
like,
of texture.
it's the bass, it's the beat, and like a fairly slow rap.
Also,
Like,
really quiet, reverby.
yeah. Like if the rap were more interesting, I feel like it could work.
They went for catchy that other people could sing along with.
Yeah, and I think they either needed a more complex rap, or like stick vocal harmonies around it so it was more engaging in the choruses,
But then that
or
would be
put
catchy.
or keep it catchy and make the instrumental more complex. Like I think, and that's probably the actual solution, because I think you're exactly right that it's good to have a catchy chorus, and just like the I'm on the next level is catchy, but yeah, I think they needed more in the instrumental there too.
Where do you picture yourself listening to this song? What kind of emotions do you get from this? And maybe I'll read the comment section and I'll adapt what you guys think of the song, because I'd love to see what feelings like. Is this like a strutting song, like when you're going on your morning walk type thing, or like getting prepared for an interview? Does this like hype you up? Does this make you feel powerful? I'm curious what you guys think. Now let's check out Hobbs and Shaw.
Something that I really like what they did with Black Mamba and this is like the lyrics are about the lore. Because like, I feel like there are a lot of groups that do lore, and even if the lore is a big part of the group, it's like the lyrics are just like some sort of standard topic. It's just like, hey, believe in yourself, or I'm in love with somebody, I guess. And then maybe there are like a phrase or two that connect to the concept, but mostly it's just some sort of standard lyrical topic. And like aespa, the lyrics are about the lore. I actually want to pay attention to the lyrics because I'm getting to understand the lore and the world of aespa better through those.
Next Level Fast and Furious presents Hobbs and Shaw OST 3, 2, 1. Okay.
Okay,
So the muffled bass was taken from that.
little bit. And
This is even more muffled.
Yeah, it's in E rather than an F sharp. So they may have moved it up for their voice. Also, this is in the same. Wait. Actually, I shouldn't say that. I'm not 100% certain of it.
What do you want to check out?
I think this version of Next Level is in the same key as Black Mamba.
But this is in a different key than
Yes.
aespa's next level.
Yes.
Gotcha. 20 seconds in. 3, 2, 1.
That's why they staring, yo. Turn up the stereo. Check it out, check it out,
Okay.
check it out.
Oh,
Oh.
they kind of sing different.
Yeah.
Is it different intervals?
I think it's more. Or. In this, whereas in aespa's it's more just a clear, perfect fourth, dominant and tonic. And here, like, I don't think it's exactly, or. I think it's kind of between those.
I'm hot just like a sauna. New York to
So basically what aespa took from this track is like the first half of the song, unless this also goes into swing.
Yeah, I'm guessing this is, okay. So far, I mean, clearly this is like a minute shorter, so it's gonna be missing a bit of what was in aespa's.
This is the third chorus.
Oh, does that one have that missing beat
Yes.
in it? Oh, okay.
Of aespa. 55, 3, 2, 1.
next level on the next.
Unless they just do the same thing again.
Check it out, check it out, check it out. La la la
Okay, they also
Okay.
have the la la la.
la 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 la.
Oh, that's,
Like that old
I don't know if they had the vocal doubling
back in
in the aespa song.
that shit is
Okay, so this is verse, yeah.
Yeah. What we,
But
yeah, the sort of
same rhythm as
verse
chorus.
over chorus.
lead, they follow. I'm about to break it down. Watch me while I work it out. Watch me while I work it out. Watch me while
I think this is not,
Yeah, did the aespa have this
I
section?
don't think this,
Watch me while I work it out. Watch me while I make it out.
work it, work it, work it out.
And okay,
And then
this is
we're-
where aespa kind of left turn.
yeah. And I'm guessing this may just be to the end, this, the ooh-yoos, and then maybe just a next level after this.
You ain't seen nothing like next level.
Okay, so they cut their second chorus and use this third.
Check it out, check
Okay.
it out, check it out.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. I mean, it's not exactly straight up pop song form anyway. Like if you take that one, it's that one is it's next level ooh, next level transition, sort of post chorus,
La la la.
verse ish, ooh, chorus. Yeah, they're both three choruses, but choruses are right at the beginning and end. And there's more stuff between the second and third, but there's a lot more stuff in aespa's, and also I feel like kind of all the best parts of it are in aespa's.
I mean, they SMified it.
Yeah, like the chorus that was needed more in it in some place, like it didn't have any more in it in that original. Like I think they should have added more in the chorus. Everything else, I'm fine with how they did it. The
The
chorus,
cowbell section was dope. The ding ding ding
Yeah.
ding 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 ding. Because it's a contrast. You have all of this very warm, muffled low end and rapping in a low part of your voice, then something out in ding 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 ding. Yeah, that was nice. So yeah, let us know what you think of this song. If we answered some of your questions, I hope we did. Just put your theories in the comment section for us, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.
Bye.